Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jonna. This is Jonna OMG. Today I'll be reviewing a new series on my channel, Love is Blind. It premieres on Netflix. We are now in season 5 and they are stationed in Houston this year. So let's go ahead and get right on to this review. I'm just going to share my thoughts on a couple people, things I've observed. I'm really not going to do like a whole play-by-play. This is going to be episode 1 and 2, and then I'll come back later and do 3 and 4, and we'll just continue from there. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right on into it. I think this entire season is going to be crazy. I think it's giving roller coaster vibes. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs. I can see, especially after the proposal, like once they go into like the honeymoon stage and living together and stuff, I feel like it's going to be a hot mess. It's just really, that's what it's giving. Some of these people are really questionable already, so I'm not too optimistic on a lot of marriages actually coming out of this season, to be honest with you. But I want to be surprised. So we have Nick and Vanessa Lachey. They're still the hosts of this show. I think that's a mistake. I don't think they're good hosts, to be honest with you, especially during the reunions and stuff. Past seasons, they just don't dive deep. Like, they don't ask the right questions. And I know they're probably not the ones that are writing the questions, but they just don't do a deep dive. Like, they don't follow up and give, I don't know, they're lackluster for me. But they're back, so nevertheless. So they open the pods and they are off. So 2 people that they kind of highlighted first. Lydia, she's 30 years old. She's from Puerto Rico. And then Milton, he's 24. Y'all, Milton is too young. I'm sorry. Milton is too young for this show. And I'm not even saying like his age. He's just young spirited, like young minded. I don't think he's ready for marriage at all. I'm like, did y'all vet these people at all? Like, how did Milton make the cut? Very weird to me. Yeah, so they find out that they both have a love for geology and rocks and minerals. They both work in that area, which is great. Okay, so they have a connection from there, but I don't see it going anywhere. Milton is just really too young. And then later on, I think in like episode 2, he just doesn't open up. Like, he's not saying anything about his life. He's just talking about rocks all the time. He went back and talked to the boys like, oh my gosh, she likes rock. Ooh, bentonite clay. Ooh, do, 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 do. I'm like, okay, he's young. Lydia is all out extra. She's all out extra. And I really think we're going to have to keep our eyes out for Lydia. Like, initially, she's given desperado. So she really kind of connected with Izzy more than she did with Milton. But Izzy is not checking for that girl. Sorry. He is not. He got other people on his mind. And it seemed like Lydia really was putting all her ducks in Izzy's basket, and I'm not sure why, because other than the fact that they're both Hispanic, I didn't see what was so great about their connection. And something tells me that Izzy probably only dates white girls. So as soon as he heard Lydia's like accent, he probably was like, not dating anybody else that is like me or like my family or whatever. Like, I feel like he only dates white girls. I don't know where I get that from. It's just an inkling that I have. I can put money on it though. And then we discovered that his strongest connections are Johnny, white girl, and then another girl, I think her name was Rachel, another white girl. So I bet money Izzy is gonna pick one of them white girls. And I could tell that he's probably gonna he's gonna be one that has a lot of love triangles going on, because a lot of people are kind of feeling Izzy. Like, so far we have Lydia, Johnny, and Rachel all feeling Izzy. So he's gonna have a lot of love triangles going on. So far, I really like Aaliyah. I believe she articulates herself well. She is a nurse, I believe. She just seems like a fun girl, very humble. She just seems very genuine. Now, who she needs to watch out for is Lydia. Lydia and Aaliyah, I don't know. It just seems like Lydia is, she's just not giving Aaliyah sound advice. I don't feel like she's like, Uche, he has some insecurities, which I do believe. Uche probably got some stuff to work on, but Aaliyah needs to watch out for Lydia. Like, I'm not sold that Lydia has her best interest at heart at this point. Like, we only at day one. Like, you already tell your girl you love her and stuff. You don't even know her. Well, I guess that's the name of the game, right? So in episode 2, Izzy decides to drop Lydia like a hot potato. And she was distraught. I actually couldn't believe it. Like, the girl was bawling her eyes out. And I'm just like, girl, like, it's just day 2 at this point. Why? I don't know how she felt so strongly about Izzy. Because to me, he wasn't giving her anything. I mean, yeah, they talked about their family. And other than the fact that they're both Hispanic, I didn't see the love connection between them anyway. It just seemed like they were friends. I didn't see the romance. So I don't know why Lydia was... That's why I said it's giving desperado. I feel like she wants somebody. So we have Uche and Aaliyah. They're talking. And so I don't even know how they got to this conversation. Well, they said, I guess they were saying this, things are kind of too good to be true. Like, let's get deeper and, you know, make sure we're vetting each other properly. So Uche asked Aaliyah, has she ever cheated before? And she said she has one. She said it was 2 years ago with her boyfriend, and she never even told the boyfriend. And Uche was probing, baby. And nothing wrong with probing. Like, he's trying to get to the bottom of it. But he was just like, did you not tell him? Like, why didn't you tell him? Like, that was your guilt, not his. That's not fair. You're not honest. Like, he was going in. And I get it, but I feel like he was trying to act like he Mr. Perfect. Like, Uche, there are things in a relationship that you have not done right. I do believe, okay, nobody is perfect out here. And I guess it just felt like, to Aaliyah and to the audience, he just came out very judgmental. And I get it, because he's like, that's 2 years ago, it's quite recent. Like, how does he know that you have changed? I mean, it's a valid question. I'm not saying he's wrong in his questions, but he did come out very judgmental. Like, he just out here doing nothing wrong. I mean, you know, to me, it would be a red flag. Well, maybe like a purple flag. I guess, you know, how long ago does depend on it. And if I felt that you were remorseful in the action, then I could get over it, I think. Could I? See, that's the kind of stuff people be lying about. So I appreciate Aaliyah for actually being honest with him, because folks be lying about that cheating question. But he was talking to the guys, and he said that he does think that he can get past it. So they meet the next day, and they kind of they hash it out. He did apologize for coming off as judgmental. She accepted the apology. I don't think his apology was super sincere, but we'll see. Somebody else that I got to keep my eyes out for is Stacy. So right now, Stacy and Izzy are hitting it off, but Stacy's kind of giving me, I don't know, she giving me like Mean Girl vibes. I don't know if it's too soon to actually make that statement, but when Lydia was like talking to her and she was like pouring her heart out about Izzy and wanting to be loved, Stacy was just like staring at her like, and I know Izzy is her love connection as well, but it just seemed like she would have something to say while this girl is like pouring her heart out in front of you. And I was just like, and then in her confessional, she was like, I'm not telling any of these girls about who I'm dating and who I'm interested in. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, Regina George. Y'all, let me tell y'all how much of a sap I am. So we have Taylor and JP. So Taylor is a kindergarten teacher, and then JP, is his name JP? Yeah. JP is a firefighter. Y'all, they told each other that they loved each other, and it's day 2, so things are trucking along, I see. But the way my smile grew was so insane. I was literally like a Cheshire cat. Like, I was so giddy when they told each other that they love each other. I was like, ooh, I am invested. So I know this video is probably like all over the place. I'm going back and forth, but I'm back to Stacey and Izzy. So basically, Izzy was trying to tell Stacey like he wants her to open up a little bit more, like be more vulnerable. Like right now they're having fun, they're playing games, they're talking about sex, okay, yay, but he wants to dive a little deeper so they can grow their connection a little bit more. And Stacey basically like, if all that, like she here for a good time, not a long time, as Aubrey Graham has once said. Yeah, she really not here for all that. She like, I guess she don't open up very easily, but I'm just like, y'all, it's the name of the game. Like, it's Love is Blind. You're gonna have to open up at some point. Like, so I don't know how that gonna work out, because Izzy is definitely looking for her to be a little bit more vulnerable. She ain't having it. Regina George, y'all. So we have our first proposal. JP, the firefighter, has proposed to Taylor. And I wondered, did she know that she was getting proposed to, y'all? Because she came in this white dress. I was like, look at her. Okay, already giving bride vibes. So he was crying when he was giving his speech, y'all. It was actually really touching. Like, I felt the tears. Like, I'm like, oh man, he's really crying. It wasn't like overt, you know. It wasn't just bawling. Like, it was very subtle, but it was a cute moment. So fingers crossed for them. I don't know if they've gotten deep enough. He has talked about his childhood and his relationship with his mother. So and so a fun fact too, I think that he went to the elementary school that Taylor teaches at. So I thought that was really interesting. So we'll see. Something is telling me though that Taylor is not going to be attracted to JP. I hope it's not the case. I think JP is going to love Taylor, but I don't think that Taylor is going to be able to connect the physical to the emotional. I hope she does though. Okay, so back to Izzy. So Izzy was talking to Johnny, and he basically was like that he's nervous about people seeing him. And I'm like, I was thinking to myself, why is he nervous about people seeing him? He was like, oh, he has a bald head. Dude, it's 2023. Who cares if you have a bald head? That is so crazy to me. But I think he's nervous because he's always dated white women. And he's nervous that white women are not going to find him attractive because that's his type. And I bet money that his ex-fiance was a white woman. Because otherwise, because he's obviously an attractive man. So I don't understand why he is, and maybe it's some insecurity, but the insecurity can't be from the bald head. It's something else going on. I'm like, why are you so nervous about people seeing you? Like, you are cute. Like, you look good. So I don't understand that. But I think it's because of his preference, that being white women, he doesn't know how white women are going to take to him the first time meeting him. I think that's what it is. Where did I get that from? I don't know. But I want to find out if the ex-fiance was a white woman. I want to know. Somebody do some digging. Let me know in the comments. And then something so weird. He got like so upset about Johnny for like talking about her past relationship. And she said that she had a past boyfriend who died of a drug overdose. And basically, I don't know. Izzy was like turned off by that. He got like super quiet, and she said that was like the only person that she's ever loved. And I don't know, but then he told her, he was like, well, it has nothing to do with your past. Then what is it? Like, he got super quiet on her. I felt like she was just opening up and being honest about her past. Like, she has had someone in her life that has passed away. Like, I don't know why Izzy was so triggered by that. I hope she dives a little bit deeper into why he reacted that way, because it was very weird to me. And he was like, yeah, let's just call it a night. And I was just like, what? She was just opening up to you. It was strange. So that was it, y'all. That was the end. That was episode 1 and 2. I kind of mished them together because it was just a lot happening. I didn't want to really do like a play-by-play. That would have been too much. So those are just my initial thoughts. I didn't talk about everyone, but just some things that sparked my interest. So I will come back with episode 3 and 4 review. And then once they probably get to like the honeymoon stage, I'll probably just do like one review, one episode per review, because yeah, I think it's gonna, we'll have a little bit more substance at that point. So, but thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.